Hello again, Kat Rambo here, your medicine woman, with a message for you today about forgiveness. Now, I know what you're thinking. But Kat, I'm good on that. I've already heard it. Or, but Kat, you have no idea what I've been through. And you're right. But neither really do you. Memory is unreliable, and meaning is something we make up. So the past doesn't really matter. Are you ready to reclaim your personal power? So, what actually is forgiveness? Forgiveness does not mean to forget. It does not mean to condone or excuse. It is an intensely emotional process of being ready to be relieved yourself of anger and resentment. But did you know it is also the key to transcendent experience and living? I can do a whole other video for you on brainwave frequencies and mind states, and if that's something you're interested in, leave me a comment and let me know. But for now, let's suffice it to start with the alpha phase. What does alpha wave mean for your brain? Alpha phase is a brainwave frequency operating between 7.5 and 14 hertz. This is the phase of relaxation, meditation. This is the deep relaxation phase where healing of the body can occur, where experiences of peace happen, and this is where monks aim to spend most of their time. When we go into a meditation experience, this is often what we experience unless we're going through a very profound meditation or sleeping, and that's called theta. We can talk about that at a different time. So light meditation, rest, relaxation. There's also creativity available here, reduction in stress. Also intuition, intelligence, insight. Balanced immune system, emotional stability. The list goes on. So I want to tell you a story from one of my favorite meditation coaches. So they're involved in this program where they hook up monks to EEG machines. They hook up electronics to their head to measure their thinking and their brainwave frequency, which makes the question, if you can measure your thoughts outside of your head, where are they really? So the intention was to hack the process of optimized performance. So what is it that monks do to get into this high performance state? How can we back engineer that and shortcut that system so we don't need to spend 40 years with our legs crossed and eating rice? So one woman went into this system one day. It's like a pod, and they hook up all your metrics to you, and she produced outstanding results. They couldn't figure it out. She immediately entered this wave phase, this alpha phase, and stayed there for a prolonged period. And when she came out, she looked so rejuvenated. And they begged of her, "What did you do? What was your method? Is there a visualization you were doing, or is there a sequence that you went through?" And she said, "No, none of that. It was much simpler. I was really angry at my ex. So I went into this pod thinking, I really just want to forgive my ex. I don't want to be angry. I want to just be happy. I just want to forgive my ex." And as it turns out, that was the secret. Repeated experiments revealed the truth of the matter, that forgiveness is a phenomenal shortcut to transcendent living. This is great news, isn't it? Isn't it? It is, right? All we have to do is forgive profoundly, deeply, with dedication, all the time. Even Nikola Tesla wrote that the frequency of the alpha pattern in our brain is equating to the frequency of the way our body functions, which is equivalent to the frequency of the Earth itself, between 6 and 8 hertz. So how do we get in resonance with our entire world? There are so many ways to forgive. The only truth is that we have to actually mean it. Visualizations, meaningful meditations, a simple daily practice, affirmation, and repetition. It's the only thing that matters is that we really mean it. So let's start experiencing gratitude for reminders of forgiveness. Sometimes a reminder resembles a message like this one. Sometimes it appears in the form of an agitation. So who just said something obnoxious to you? Who just cut you off in traffic? When was the last time your own thinking cut you down? Let's take a moment to forgive. Forgive, forgive, forgive. All the time, immediately, all the time. You're retraining your brain to think differently by choosing a different way of thinking. It doesn't have to be easy right away, but it doesn't have to be hard either. You can do this. Isn't it time to forgive that ex? Isn't it time to forgive yourself? That's the most important person you can give forgiveness to. Forgiveness is so essential. What gifts become life's daily transgressions when we get to employ them to retrain our minds to exercise living through our higher potential? What possibilities can we unlock for our health and our lives and our way of being in the world when we can live and choose freedom from our past? Instead of reliving our same horrors, we can choose to live in bliss. When we let go of feeling victimized by our life, by others, by ourselves, then we get to live free, to make real choices, empowered by authenticity of our higher self. Forgiveness is the ticket onto that gravy train of joy. Forgiveness is our superpower. It is our shortcut to living with compassion, in freedom, with love, all the time, to be experiencing transcendent experiences constantly. This is your way. This is that super pill that you can take, though at times hard to swallow. So give yourself the gift of a daily forgiveness practice every night before you go to sleep, as you're laying down. Cross your arms over your chest and give forgiveness, not because someone else deserves it, not because a situation is okay, but because you deserve freedom. You deserve not to live with anger in your body making you sick. You deserve to live with the peace of thoughts predicated around love, not resentment. So give yourself that gift. Say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, and forgive yourself. We're so hard on ourselves. This is not the time for that. Let go. Surrender to forgiveness. Try this evening method for 1 week, and for bonus points, start your meditations with it. It'll help you get into that meditation space much faster, much more profoundly. Try it for just 1 week. 1 week, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, make it your new lifestyle. Leave me a comment. Tell me how it works for you. I would love to hear about your experiences. I want to know what was the hardest part for you. Who was the hardest person to forgive? What was the most difficult situation in your life? How can we let go of the attachment to our past by forgiving the experience and the impact that it had on us and the way we've been carrying it? Please leave me your comments. I really want to hear how this works for you. Let me know. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, click the little bell. Tell me how this practice works for you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.